Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Kalina Fauzia Al-Hakim. Today I would like to present a article summary for ER assignment. So let's go. Happy watching. So the first article is the title is EFL Learners Difficulties in Speaking English by Afi Normawati, Dwitya Arinugrahaini, Nur Sahid, and Alfian Ika. And the content in this article is this article identifies the main difficulties faced by EFL or English as a foreign language learners in speaking English. It focuses on the 6 components of speaking by Brown 2001, like pronunciation, grammar, vocabulary, fluency, comprehension, and talks. And the main finding show that grammar, pronunciation, and vocabulary are the biggest challenges. And the data was collected through questionnaires and speaking performance analysis of first semester non-English major student at Universitas Tidar. The benefit from this article is useful for teachers and future teachers to understand the common speaking problems students face by knowing the weak areas like grammar and pronunciation. Teacher can design better speaking activities that match students' needs. There is 3 strengths in this article. First is this article used a strong instrument like Brown's 2001 rubric, which is well known in assessing speaking skills. And the second is this article combines quantitative data like questionnaires with qualitative analysis like speaking performance. And the last is the results are clearly shown using tables and graphs. And for the weakness from this article, participants were only from one university and in their first semester, so the result cannot be generalized to all EFL learners. And this article doesn't compare students with different proficiency levels. The second article, the title is Analysis of Language Learning Strategies in Learning English as a Foreign Language by Elvi Anasali, Adisha Putra, and Yaredi Warwu. And the content in this article is this article analyzes English learning strategies for young learners by reviewing previous theories and studies. Strategies like TPR or total physical response, storytelling, using songs and pictures are highlighted as effective tool to boost students' motivation and understanding in EFL learning. For the benefit from this article is this article is very helpful for preschool and elementary school teachers who want to use fun and interactive methods, and these strategies can help increase students' engagement and make language learning feel natural and fun. And for the strengths in this article is, first is this article gives many practical strategies that are classroom friendly. The second is it reviews many relevant sources that reflect modern teaching trends. And the last is this article focuses on early childhood learners, which is not often the main focus in EFL studies. And for the weakness in this article is this article only a literature review, so it lacks real classroom data, and this article doesn't compare how effective each strategy is for different age or situation. So the third article, the title is Promoting Student Motivation in EFL Classroom Through Extended Music Education by Bokhatam Nadera. The content in this article is this article discusses the role of music and songs in increasing student motivation and learning outcomes in EFL, especially for middle school students. And music help learners improve their listening, pronunciation, reading, and writing skills in a fun way. And the article is theoretical and based on previous studies. And for the benefit from this article is really beneficial for EFL teachers who wants to create a fun learning environment and reduce student anxiety. And music can be used as a tool to build vocabulary, improve pronunciation, and raise students' learning spirit. There is 3 strengths in this article. First is this article offers creative and relevant ideas for today's classroom. And the second is this article supported by many scientific references that show music effective in learning. And the last is it focuses on motivation, which is a key factor in language learning. And for the weakness in this article, is this article is doesn't include real classroom data or any experience. So maybe the data or the result not ini nih apa namanya not nyata gitu, only theoretical data. And this article doesn't explain how to measure the long-term impact of using music. So the fourth article, the title is Using English Movies and TV Programs for Developing Listening Skill of EFL Learners by Ratislav Metro. The content in this article is this study explore how much English movies and TV programs affect the listening skill of EFL learners. The participants were 18 Slovak students divided into 3 groups based on daily viewing duration. 1 hour, 2 hours, and more than 3 hours. All groups then took a standardized listening test. The results were analyzed using statistical tools, yaitu Friedman, ANOVA, and post-hoc tests. And surprisingly, the study found no significant difference between the groups, and this suggests that the amount of the time spent watching alone doesn't strongly impact listening improvement. The benefit from this article is important for English teachers, language education students, and researchers. It shows that just exposing learners to media is not enough to improve listening. The findings highlight the need for more active learning strategies like purposeful watching, post-viewing discussion, or using subtitle as learning tools. And the next is the strength in this article. First is this article used a solid quantitative method with appropriate statistical analysis, and the second is includes clear visual representation such as charts and tables, and the last is focuses on real-life habits of EFL students, making the research relevant to actual learning settings. And the weakness from this article is the sample size is very small, like only 18 students, so limiting its generalizability. And this article doesn't consider the quality or strategy of watching, like whether students were watching passively or actively engaging with the material. The fifth article is the effectiveness of TikTok application on student speaking skill motivation. And the content in this article investigates how TikTok can affect students' motivation in speaking English. The researchers used pre-experimental design with pre-test and post-test on a single class of 32 students. Students were taught using TikTok as a learning medium, and their speaking motivation was measured using a questionnaire. The results show an increase in students' motivation after using the TikTok-based learning method. And for the benefit in this article is this research is highly useful because it proves that popular social media platforms like TikTok can be educational tools. Especially to boost motivation in speaking. It encourages teachers to adopt digital media that are already familiar to students. And the strength from this article first is clear quantitative data is presented using pre and post-test motivation scores, and the second is conducted in a real classroom settings, making the result applicable in practical teaching. And the last is includes graphs and tables that make the result easy to understand. And the weakness from this article is the study only involved one class, like only 32 students, which limits generalization. And it measured only motivations, not actual speaking skill or no speaking performance test was conducted. The sixth article, the title is Using Movies in EFL Classroom. The content in this article examines students' attitudes and awareness towards using movies in English language classroom. The research was conducted with 25 upper intermediate students from International Bexley University, Georgia. Over 6 weeks, students watched 4 selected films and completed a 5-point Likert scale questionnaires with 7 items. The goal was to understand how students perceive the effectiveness of movies in developing their language skill. And for the benefit from this article is the article shows that movies can be an effective and enjoyable tool to enhance learning motivation and improve language skill naturally. It suggests that learning can go beyond traditional methods using audiovisual content for a richer classroom experience. The strength from this article first is provides real classroom-based data from authentic learning activities. The second is use a structured survey to measure students' attitudes. And the last is show clear student preference for using movies supported by visual data presentation. And for the weakness from this article is the number of participants is small, like only 25 participants from one university. And the last is there is no direct measurement of language skill improvement, only based on student perception. The seventh is the title Enhancing EFL Learners Motivation Through Songs by Reza Agria Sati Adara and Muhammad Taufik. The content in this article is discuss how using songs in English language teaching can improve students' learning motivation. The authors use an experimental method with two groups, one control and one experimental. The group exposed to song-based learning show higher motivation. Song help enrich students' vocabulary, build positive attitudes toward English, and create a fun learning atmosphere. And for the benefit from this article is the study proves that songs can be an effective teaching strategy to increase EFL student motivation. It is useful for teachers and pre-service educators in designing more engaging lessons. And the strength in this article first is the study is based on both quantitative data from surveys and qualitative input. And the second is data is clearly presented in table showing student motivation improvements. And the last is highly relevant to real classroom. And for the weakness from this article is the sample size is small and the research duration was limited, and it focused on only motivational aspect without evaluating long-term academic outcomes. 8. The title is Using Total Physical Response or TPR Method on Young Learners by Cici Nuraini. The content from this article is this article examines the effectiveness of the total physical response or TPR method in teaching vocabulary and English comprehension to young learners aged 5 until 11. Using classroom observation, interviews, and pre-post tests, the results show that TPR significantly boosts student focus, enthusiasms, and interactions. And for the benefit from this article is the article help teacher understand how kinesthetic approaches like TPR are very suitable for children. It keeps them physically and mentally engaged during learning. There is three strengths in this article. First is clear data from pre-test to post-test, and the second is combine both qualitative and quantitative approaches, and the last is especially helpful for teachers working with early age learners. And for the weakness from this article, there is conducted in only one location with 30 students, and doesn't explore TPR's limitations in teaching complex skills like writing or speaking. Ninth, the title is The Use of Song as Learning Media in Teaching Listening to EFL Students by Yogi Rohana and Anissa Aulia Saharani. The content in this article is explore the use of songs to improve EFL students' listening skills. Using a quasi-experimental designs, the researchers compared students who learns with and without songs. Results shows that the experimental group had a significant increase in listening performance. And the benefit from this article is the article provides strong evidence that songs are not only fun but also effective in enhancing listening comprehensions, making it a useful method for EFL instructions. And next is there is three strengths in this article. First is use pre and post test to track listening development, and the second is data tables show the clear effect of song-based learning, and the last is offer authentic, meaningful input to support student listening growth. And for the weakness in this article is limited sample size, only 72 students from one school, and no in-depth discussion about which songs types or genres genres work best from for students. So the last article, the title is Sajustopedia Method on Improving Student Reading Comprehensions by Febriana Setyanandini, Shamsul Bahari, and Dian Fajrina. The content from this article is: this study explored the use of the Sajustopedia method, which involves relaxed music support learning environments to improve students' reading comprehension in narrative text. The use of pre and post tests with 8th grade students show improvements in main idea identifications, details, vocabulary, and references. And for the benefits from this article is it presents an alternative approach to reading instructions that reduce academic stress, making it ideal for learners who struggle in traditional classroom settings. There is three strands from this article. First is pre and post test results are clearly shown using graphs, and the second is focuses on reading comprehension, an essential EFL skill, and the last is emphasize how classroom atmosphere can affect learning outcomes. And for the weakness from this article is very small sample size, like only 22 students, and lacks follow-up to assess whether the effects last over time. Is interconnection, how the articles are related. All 10 articles are connected because they focus on creative ways to improve EFL students' English skills and motivation through media, teaching methods, and strategies. And all the articles are related because they show that using fun media, interactive methods, and understanding students' needs can make English learning more enjoyable and effective. Each article supports the idea that combining different approaches is the key to helping EFL students succeed. So that's all from me. Thank you for your attention. Sorry if there is mistake from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.